on our next adventure.
Adventure. This was a big road trip.
This will take us 2 days of travel, except we're going to make a stop at another 1,000 Trails for a few days. We're going to 1,000 Trails Natchez Trace in a town called Hohenwald or something like that. And
well, we're doing this because we're breaking it up. We don't want, we could do it in one day, 8 hours or whatever.
No, it's more like 11 hours.
Well, the way we're stopping is.
Yeah. It would be 11 hours if we drove straight.
We don't.
Well,
we're old,
yeah.
and I'm old, and we can't drive like that anymore.
Look at this.
Wow, we're only one day after the eye of the hurricane went over our butt.
Yes, yesterday morning was rough.
Wow.
And I-40, part of 40 has just collapsed into the river below, so it's bad. And we were just up that way not too long ago. The video that was posted about Boone, North Carolina, what a difference. They are now flooded. They were having to rescue students in a boat. So
Campsites we stayed at, they're all flooded.
oh, I'm sure. All right, well, we will see you in Hohenwald, Tennessee. Natchez Trace. We've made it to the first leg of our trip, and we are very thankful that we are on this side. Man, everything that we keep seeing, all of the places that we visited the last trip, man, they're just devastated. It's awful.
Through North Carolina, we went up to Tennessee to see Mom and Dad and Linda, and I mean all of those places, all of them are devastating.
Yeah, the KOA the KOA that we stayed at in Jonesboro is closed indefinitely, because remember that river, the Nolichucky River, was right there behind that campground. It's flooded, and as a matter of fact, Linda said she lived 2 miles away from the river, and her basement flooded from 2 miles away.
Yeah.
So it's awful.
Stayed up all night long watching for floodwaters to come in.
Awful.
Yeah.
So I'm just thankful that we're not in that area right now, or we're heading that way.
In that whole area, there's no power. And I mean, my cousin said, what did he say, 11 days?
He's in Columbia, right? Or near Columbia. So it's just terrible.
You never think about, hurricanes coming in that far. I mean, it just so rare that kind of a hurricane has that much strength and covers that much land. Usually they hit land and die, but this one was moving, man. And I mean, the eye went right over our head.
Mm-hmm.
And we stayed the night in the RV, and everything was fine. And I just figured, the RV's built to go on the highway, so it can handle the winds. We pulled the slides in, so we were more narrow. We filled up all the tanks, which we had weight on it, so, and we were just in a good location.
Right now, though, we're at 1,000 Trails in Hohenwald, Tennessee, and we're about to get out and head into town and get something to eat. And then we learned something that we didn't know, which is always fun to do. Around here, you see the name Meriwether Lewis all over the place. So we discovered that Meriwether Lewis of Lewis and Clark actually died near this area, and you see Meriwether's name on all sorts of things. So we're going to try to see a little bit around here. There's a monument. We're on the Natchez Trace, and we didn't realize that either. So, Natchez Trace Parkway. We're going to head in here and see if we can find the monument. Oh, okay.
0.3 miles ahead. Stay on Meriwether Lewis Park Road as it turns left.
We came through here last night in the dark, and you want to know creepy? This is really creepy after dark. I mean, it's gorgeous during the daytime, but at night, yeah.
Yeah, because there are no lights at all. And it was like
And
kind of storming.
is this where the raccoon ran out in front of us? We had twice last night on the way back. A deer trotted out in front of us. Thank goodness we saw it in time. And then I think as we were coming through here, a raccoon came across the street.
Okay, when we made our stop at the 1,000 Trails, we went into a town called, what is it?
Hohenwald.
Hohenwald. And we
Kurt
passed
calls it
by.
Hole in the Wall.
Yeah, hole in the
I
wall.
like that. It's
it makes
easy
it
to remember
easier
that way.
But anyway, we drove past this, so we wanted to check it out. This is, well, I guess I could read it or you could read it. Meriwether Lewis, 1774 to 1809. Beneath this monument, erected under legislative act by the state of Tennessee in 1848, reposes the dust of Meriwether Lewis, a captain in the United States Army, private secretary to President Jefferson, senior commander of the Lewis and Clark expedition, and governor of the territory of Louisiana. I don't think I knew that. Or did I know that? Anyway,
You knew that.
I think we did read that.
When we went to St. Louis and went to the museum that's located underneath the arch, we learned a lot about Lewis and Clark.
Yep. All right, here's the monument. We'll see how it comes up on here. Oh, I guess it comes up pretty good, actually. Okay, what does it say? An officer of the regular Army.
Private secretary to President Jefferson.
Commander of the expedition to
the Oregon in 1805.
1806. Governor of the territory of Louisiana.
His melancholy death occurred where this monument now stands and
birch rest or something.
And
his mortal remains.
And what does that say? Underneath rest his mortal
remains. Okay, I gotta do something here. Hold up. Wrong way. Okay, I brightened it. See if you can see it.
I'm having a hard time reading that one.
In the language of Mr. Jefferson, his courage was undaunted. His firmness
and perseverance yielded to nothing but impossibilities.
I'll take a picture and we'll see if we can see it better.
Something discipline and wow.
Better.
Oh, you already got this side, didn't you?
I think so. All right, this is the grinder house. And I'll turn this around, I think. I can't turn it around. All right, hold on. Okay, this is, I just took a little video of the grinder house. The site and ruins of the grinder house in which Meriwether Lewis, woman,
Sorry.
Meriwether Lewis met his death on the night of October 11th, 1809. Okay, how did he die? Do we know?
I don't know a lot about him.
Okay, well,
other than
we're going to go.
He was part of the duo of Lewis and Clark.
We're going to go into that house and see if we can figure it out. Wow, this place is cool. Hang on, I'm going to zoom out a little bit.
Well, here you go. So, I'm going to sign us in.
Okay. Hey, there's the arch from St. Louis. We've been there.
Yep.
Hmm. Wow, this is kind of cool. A life cut short. Here lies buried close to the common path with a few loose rails thrown over his grave. I gave Grinder money to put a post fence around it, and he gave me his written promise that he would. Wow. I'm not used to videoing, so if you don't like it, guess what?
Kurt got a new phone, so his
Well,
videos are probably better than mine.
It's my turn to get a new phone, so, and here we go. I got the iPhone 27. Oh wait, what is this one? 16?
16.
Mm.
You got Pro Max, right?
Sure. Okay, on the afternoon of October 10th, 1809, Meriwether Lewis left the old Natchez Trace and sought shelter in an inn called Grinder's Stand. Mrs. Grinder and her children made Lewis welcome. He slept in the main cabin, Mrs. Grinder and the children in the separate kitchen of the servants in the barn. The full details of what happened that night may never be known. We do know that bleeding from 2 gunshot wounds, Meriwether Lewis died just after dawn. How did he get shot? Holy crap. I mean, there's the pistols. Wow, interesting.
We're actually going the wrong direction.
Are we?
Yeah, this is like 06, 07, 08, 09.
See, this is why I don't do the videoing.
Okay.
Man,
now,
traveling back then was a chore.
I remember seeing an episode of, is it Mysteries at the Museum? And is he, I can't remember, is he the one that they're unsure of whether he killed himself or whether he was murdered? I can't remember.
Okay, we're gonna have to research it because we don't know. Oh yeah, I was going the wrong way. So reverse all that. I like the house. It's kind of cool. There's a fireplace. All right, we're outside of the museum that we were just in, and this is a recreation?
Yeah, they recreated, I guess.
Of the place where he
There are
stayed
some,
and died.
I think they said there are some remnants of it left.
Oh, I didn't see parking was over there.
Oh well, we just parked right behind this person.
Cool, look at these trees. Very cool. All right.
I'm not gonna read the whole thing.
Yeah, you are. All right, Natchez Trace.
Yeah, remember I said that we are near the Natchez Trace, which I didn't know that when we got here. But I'm assuming right behind the wooden fence here, I didn't realize that, it's plainly visible the long deserted road is a section of the Natchez Trace.
I don't know what that is.
Well, it ends in Natchez, Mississippi.
Huh. Okay, well, interesting.
There you go. So I'm assuming that this is it, right back here.
Well, he was like way off course, man, I'm telling you. He left St.
I
Louis
understand that.
going to...
Oh, that's what that means, duh, when it says Old Trace.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it goes
Okay, hang
this
on.
way.
Let me zoom in on that. That's the old trace, and then it comes this way.
And then it continued down there. I saw another sign for it.
Okay.
So this is the actual road.
Weird. But he left St. Louis. He's going to New Orleans to get on a boat to
Go to
go
Washington.
to Washington, D.C.
But he was going. He went.
And he wound up here.
He was going to go around, like the tip of Florida and up the East Coast, and he ended up here.
For somebody that navigated
Yeah,
the
really.
entire West,
Yeah.
I mean, kind of lost his way there. Anyway, interesting.
Yeah. Earlier we were talking about the old Natchez Trace, and you could actually walk on part of it back there. We were getting ready to leave, and we saw this. Now I'm going to stop so I can read it. Ha ha.